WXII 12 News at 8 starts right now.
It's a weather impact day in the Piedmont Triad, with severe storms potentially bringing damaging winds with them. Meteorologist Dylan Hudler breaks down what you need to know as you kick off the weekend. Plus, a ceasefire under pressure. Why the U.S. has launched new strikes on Iran despite recent efforts to de-escalate the conflict.
Can't keep on going back to the taxpayers when we just want something or need something.
A new county budget is sparking pushback from educators, while local leaders say they've reached their limit. Coming up. But first, we start with a live look from our camera in Greensboro. You were taking a look at NCA&T's campus this morning, where gray skies are covering the area starting your Saturday. Not the view that a lot of folks want, but today is a weather impact day. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Triad CW. I'm Kelly Kendall, joined by meteorologist Dylan Hudler. And Dylan, when you take a look at the radar, you can see kind of this swirl happening above us, and it seems like it's coming down for us.
Good meteorological analysis, Kelly. That is exactly what's happening. There's a big swirl, and it's coming down toward us this afternoon. That'll help to spark some showers and storms this afternoon. And some of them could be strong. Isolated, scattered coverage. We've got some heat, we've got humidity, and a little bit of wind support. So we're going to keep an eye out for a couple of stronger cells later today. Today is a weather impact day because of the storm risk. Tomorrow, Sunday afternoon and evening, is also a weather impact day. So some heavy rain, damaging winds possible with some of these storms. Clouds overhead this morning, as you just saw from our A&T camera, and some fog too. Mountains, maybe some light showers, a couple of sprinkles passing through. Foothills could see some of that over the next hour or so as well. But here's that big swirl Kelly's talking about. It's coming down towards us, moving south and east. As this gets a little closer this afternoon, that'll help to spark up our showers and storms, and some of them could be strong. You can kind of tell the storms are up here. They're headed this direction. Here's that severe weather risk for today. Level 2 for most of the state, east of the mountains, especially with that heightened risk, at least relatively, of some damaging winds and some heavy rain. And here's tomorrow's risk, level 1 from the Triad, and then points off to the east. So 2 storm risks today and tomorrow. If you've got some later day plans, keep an eye on the radar. Be aware of those possible storms. A little bit of fog's developed, especially in the foothills and along 52, 421 and into the Triad. So keep that in mind. It is a warm and muggy start to the day. Low 70s, 73 in Greensboro, 71 Winston-Salem right now across the area. Very warm, very muggy. We'll start to warm up into the 80s, maybe near 90 in a couple spots this afternoon, and then the storms start rolling in. We're going to talk much more about the timing of all this and specific threats that the storms could bring coming up.
We begin with breaking news out of Guilford County. Right now, police are investigating a motorcycle crash that left one person dead. The crash happened just before 11 o'clock last night at the intersection of East Market Street and Gillespie Street. Officers say Denny O'Donnell was riding a motorcycle on East Market Street when he collided with a Cadillac. Donnell was taken to the hospital where he died from his injuries. There's no word about the condition of the driver of the Cadillac. A heads up for drivers in Winston-Salem. Police say a portion of Renolda Road is closed due to a downed utility pole. The closure runs from Avon Road to Deepwood Court. Officers say power lines are in the roadway and crews expect the repairs to take a while. Drivers should find a different route in the meantime. Right now, at least 920 people are dead after 2 earthquakes devastated parts of Venezuela on Wednesday. According to government officials, as of yesterday, more than 3,300 people have been injured, and there are more than 170 people still trapped under the rubble. Here in the Triad, one woman from Clemens says she spent hours trying to contact her family. Thankfully, they are all okay, but she says the coming weeks will be challenging as the recovery efforts are just beginning.
I wish I could, get on a plane and go and give them a hug and bring them comfort and first aid supplies and what you need. But I can't. Even the main airport in Venezuela was structurally damaged. As the days, the hours and days continue to pass, then we will know more. And we will definitely get organized as community members, as Venezuelan Americans living in this community, how we can support our loved ones and families with resources down there.
Beckles says her family is asking for prayers right now because they're still concerned about potential aftershocks. And today, the North Carolina-based nonprofit Samaritan's Purse is sending a disaster response team to help with recovery efforts in the country. The organization says it's using its cargo plane to airlift supplies, including an emergency field hospital. The plane will take off at 10 o'clock this morning from the group's hangar in Greensboro. In the Middle East, the U.S. military has launched new airstrikes against Iran. According to U.S. Central Command, the strikes were in response to an Iranian attack on a commercial ship that was leaving the Strait of Hormuz on Thursday. In a social media post, CENTCOM said the U.S. struck Iranian missile and drone sites, as well as coastal radar installations. This comes after Iranian leaders said they would stop attacking cargo ships in the strait as a part of an agreement with the U.S. But the country warned it could not guarantee the safety of ships that were not following a specific route along its coast. And coming up a bit later in our show, our Washington correspondent breaks down how these recent strikes could impact peace talks between the two nations. Back in the Triad, Guilford County educators say they're disappointed that county commissioners did not meet their budget request for the upcoming fiscal year. Chairman Melvin Skip Alston says commissioners did what they could, but cannot put more pressure on taxpayers. Guilford County Schools was expecting just over $300 million from county commissioners, but instead the school system will be operating with about $288 million. Now school leaders say they may have to cut staff, a move that could impact student services and daily operations. County commissioners say they share those concerns but don't want to raise taxes. They also point to Senate Bill 889, which recently imposed a moratorium on 2026 property tax appraisals. GCS Chair Dina Hayes says the county has other ways of generating revenue, but Alston says it's not that simple.
The county has a vehicle to meet its budget that we don't have, and that's taxing authority. And we all know where this, domino started, and it started at the state. And so we're really clear about that. The sort of dilemma that we're in is that we don't have the ability to be able to activate those vehicles that generate revenue for us to meet our, sort of basic obligations.
We have to be responsible for all the tax dollars that the taxpayers have already given us. Okay, before we try to go up on the tax rate and say we're maxed out, now we need your help more. But we can't keep on going back to the taxpayers when we just want something or need something that we have not adjusted our budget for and looked at that, and our staff has done that. Before we raised the taxes 5.9 cents, we did that.
Alston says he wants to work with school leaders to find a solution. And on the flip side, district leaders say they're also willing to work with the county, but expect a challenging road ahead. In Randolph County, the Asheboro City Council adopted its budget for the next fiscal year. There is no increase in the property tax rate, but water and sewer rates will increase by 5%. Sanitation rates are also going up. Customers will pay a base cart fee of $23 per month and $7 for a second cart. The budget also includes funding for new emergency equipment and resurfacing more than 5 miles of city streets.